So, good morning, good night, depending on where you are, and welcome to another album collaboration review for the Shield in the Couch. And I'm joined by Señorita Sabrosura again. Señorita, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I was just saying offline that I had something that I ate. I'm like, oh, good. So
If anything, we can hit pause so you can go to the bathroom or anything.
no, I'm okay. I'm okay. So
Okay.
today we're here because we're going to review the new album by a band that's fairly new. They're called the Interrupters, and they're like a ska punk reggae band. Uh, I'm not sure where they are from right now, but
They're from LA.
yeah, they're from LA. So I am like, where are they from? But they're pretty cool, and I think this is their second album, maybe
Or
their fourth album, but
studio album.
their
I
fourth
did my
studio.
research.
You did your research. Good. This is the band's fourth album. It's called In the Wild. And I'm going to show the album cover. Yeah, I remember the one before this one. That was the one I heard. So that's why I wasn't sure how many albums they had.
Okay.
But the one before this is the one where they hit it big. And they actually opened last year for that tour that was Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy. They were the
Oh,
opening band, but I got too late, so I didn't see them. So this is the cover for the
mhm.
Interrupters in the Wild. So yeah, like the quick bio, we talk about the type of music that they play. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say our first impressions about first listens, the tracks that we thought were best, and at the end, we're going to both give what we thought at the end and our final rating. So I'm going to have Señorita Sabrosura start for us with what were your first impression of the fourth
Well,
album by the Interrupters?
before you send me this band, I haven't heard anything. So it was good because I went with like fresh ears. Like I didn't know anything. I haven't heard anything about the band before. And I really like it. And then I said to myself, well, let me listen to the other albums. That's what I know. It's four albums. This is the fourth studio album. And I could see like they were being like bold and doing something new. Like you could see the evolution through the albums, and I think this is like a really good album. Like they were like doing something different. They were not repeating what they did in the past in other albums. And it was hard to say like, is this ska, this is punk? It's like a mix of like everything. They have the punk, dancehall, the two tone ska.
Mhm.
Like I like it, and you can see and you can feel in the album how much love and hard work they put in every song through the whole album.
Yeah, no, I agree. The first, I had listened through them. I had listened to Fight the Good Fight, the one from 2018.
Okay.
And uh, at that one, I remember when I listened to it, it reminded me more of a female Rancid
Okay.
on
Yeah.
that one. But I think, firstly, I think this album has more variation, but also I think it's their most commercially accessible album yet
Yes.
compared to the other one. So the album has ska, has dancehall, like you said, has some like slow reggae, but it also has like some alternative with
Yeah.
some punk influences all mixed together in the, I think, 14 tracks that the album has. And also the album has some guest stars on it, including
Yes.
Tim Armstrong from
Mm-hmm.
Rancid. So upon first listen, I dug it. I think it's a great album to put like if you have like a party, a gathering of people, like a barbecue, you could put that
Yeah,
album.
it felt like a pool party, a barbecue, like going to the beach, driving. It felt like very refreshing.
Yeah. And I like her voice. I think her voice is pretty cool.
Yes,
So
I
yeah,
like it's like a raspy, but at the same time, like very high energy voice.
yeah, no, and
Like
it's 14
different.
songs, but it's 42 minutes in left, so it's not that
Mhm.
long. But it has guest appearances by Alex Dessert, The Skins. It also has Tim Armstrong. You know, it has some guest stars that make some of the songs stand out. So yeah, upon first listen, I dug it. Obviously, I thought I would need to listen to it more, you know, to get like the whole feel of the album, to not just say like, oh yes, it's a fun part album to put in a party.
Yeah, but it's fun, but it's like at the same time, it's like very intimate, very personal. Like
Mhm.
she tackles like very personal issues, but like in a cool way. Like it's not that somber, but she's talking about serious issues.
Yes, that is
And
right.
but like it's not your classic ska like party beer. It's more deep,
Yeah.
but in a cool way.
But it's also more pure ska, not like No Doubt. Like
Yeah, no.
there's more like pure ska, and I thought it's refreshing because I don't think there's a whole lot of ska bands in today's world. There are, but not as like in the 90s, they were all over the place. You had the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones,
Yeah.
the Real Big Fish. You had bands in Puerto Rico that played ska too. Uh, I I interviewed one of them a few months ago, Los Inconformes. So yeah,
Yeah.
and I talked about ska with them. So ska, it's good to have ska in the limelight, and they were on the cover of Alternative magazine. So there's a pretty nice buzz with this band. So uh, after listening to it, what do you think? What were the standout tracks for you and why?
Well, I really like um where did I put the note? The anything was better. I feel like it was a good opening song for the album. Um, another favorite, it was Raised by Wolves.
Oh,
Like,
that's a fun track.
yeah, like it gets you.
Yeah, that's
And
more. That's the one that has a little bit more punk in it.
yeah, uh, my personal favorite was Burdens. It gave me like a Toots and the Maytals vibe. That was one of my personal favorites. And then in the mirror, like it feels like very introspective, but at the same time, like very joyful. And then Jailbird, it talks about feeling prisoner in your own mind. That was a stand up for me.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know about you, but in the mirror, it kind of reminded me of when she's singing the on that song. It kind of sounds like Gwen Stefani a little bit
yeah,
on that song in particular, not the whole
yes.
album, but that song in
Yeah, you're
particular.
right.
I thought, yeah, that it was, very like it kind of had like that No Doubt kind of vibe. And it's more of the personal songs on the album. So yeah, I agree. It's a good song.
Yeah.
So for me, listening to the album, I think the album has a stronger first half, and I think the second half it's not bad, but I think it kind of loses a little bit of steam or it gets a little bit repetitive at times. So I thought the beginning songs were better. I really like the song As We Live, the one that's with Tim Armstrong and
Oh,
Rhoda
yes.
Dakar. Yeah, it has that super ska vibe, like As We Live, and it has the horns and everything. And it's a very like fun ska track that I could see why they used it as a single because it's so fun. And I also believe that her vocals with Tim Armstrong work
It's a
perfect.
combination, yes.
Yeah, it's a great combination. I think Kiss the Ground is like that slow reggae sound that you got to get low, you gotta kiss the ground. I just thought of like being in the beach and like having fun with that song. So
Yeah.
that's a fun song. The Hard Way was cool too. Like she's talking about like she has to find out does thing everything the hard way. So makes mistakes but learns that way. I thought that was cool as well. Alien, which is the last
Oh,
track on the album.
yeah, I forgot to mention that one. That was another favorite for me,
Yeah,
Alien.
yeah, because it's talking all about like how
Being a
you can be,
woman.
yeah, being different. Like she's comparing herself to being an alien, and it's a fun track and introspective to finish the album. Like I said, in the mirror, I thought it had like a no doubt kind of quality to it, and I agree. Anything Was Better is a great song to start, and I also love Raised by Wolves. I think
Yeah.
that one's like one of the more punker tracks on the record. So this is an album that I think uh, has some variation to it because it's not pure ska. It's got the ska, it's got the dancehall, it's got the punk, it's got the alternative, it's got slower songs, and I think it's a fun record, and it's fun record, but also dealing with some deep issues.
Yeah.
But like you said, in a fun way, not in like ooh bummer kind of way. So
Yeah. Like she's like being vulnerable, like open herself, but like in a cool way. Like it's you're not gonna be depressed listening to the album. It's like
no,
if
you're not.
you,
And I think the production on it sounded very cool. Uh,
yeah, and you know they recorded during lockdown in a home studio in a garage. So wow.
yeah, no, pretty cool. And her name, the name of the lead singer is Amy, and I think she's got that look, like that retro look.
Mm-hmm.
She's very pretty, and I think I like if I had to come like the vibes that I get from her is like think of like Joan Jett mixed with Pat Benatar and Gwen Stefani, and you get her. That's like the style that she has, and also like a female Tim Armstrong from
Yeah.
Rancid. Uh, so
You're
I think the songs are fun. So let's now after give our final thoughts and ratings on this album.
Well, after listening several times, I'll give it an 8. I think we need music like this. It has great songs, but like you said, after the middle, it starts to be repetitive. So
Yeah, and I think most of the best songs are at the beginning,
yeah,
except Alien that finishes the album strong.
yeah,
But there's a few songs before that they're not bad, but they're not as memorable
yeah,
as the Raised by Wolves, as the In the Mirror. The first ones they start like very fast. Uh, and that's the thing, like a ska album, 14 songs is a lot of songs for a ska album.
yeah,
It is kind of like long, like but if you like fun music to dance and some lyrics that are in different areas, I think you will dig the Interrupters. Don't sleep
yeah.
on them.
Like if you
And
like Ramsey, Mighty Mighty Boston's, Operation Ivy,
yeah,
bands
you
like that,
like
you will dig this.
yeah, just don't count them out because a lot of people don't take ska seriously as a form of music, and I would say you're wrong. There's great ska music.
Yeah.
Just be open-minded, and I like ska. It reminds me of fun times. So I dug this album, and I would recommend it. So my final thoughts is: do not sleep on the Interrupters. They're a fun band, and they're waving the flag for ska. And Amy, their lead singer, is a pretty kick-ass singer. I like her style, and I like her lyrics. And after repeated listens, I would give also this album an 8 out of 10. So we want to know, what did you think about Interrupters in the wild? Comment. What were your favorite tracks? We would want to know. What do you think of ska? Do you think it sucks? Do you like ska? Do you think it should have stayed buried in the 90s and never come back again? Comment. Let us know. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, Señorita Sabrosura has a YouTube page. So let's get some subscriber over to her page. She has some like mini clips talking about her Sabrosura recommendations. And I'm sure she should do like more videos about food too as well there. That would be soon. So, subscribe to her. And coming up next, we have 2 more collaborations this week. So we have a collaboration where we're gonna talk about Woodstock 99 and the documentaries that came out for Netflix and HBO. So we're gonna have a deep discussion about that. And also this Friday, we have a collaboration video between Señorita Sabrosura and JC Rock and Metal Reviews, but I'm not gonna say for what album we're gonna talk. But it is a huge album that has an anniversary on Friday. So stay tuned for that. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on the Couch.
Señorita Sabrosura.
And we'll see you on the next video and listen to ska.
Yeah.